Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about one of the techniques I use to drop in and release things that are troubling me and keep me from showing up more powerfully in my life and to take it to the next level and go for more. So, oftentimes, we will experience small frustrations, irritations. It's a crappy day. You're just kind of grumpy all over. And although it doesn't happen that often, for me, let me just say that differently. Um, Most of the time, it's a totally delightful life. And then sometimes it's not, right? So yesterday, I was having a really freaking awesome day. Uh, Woke up feeling good, jamming along, had a great flight, great drivers, all sorts of like lovely, good things. My team is amazing, jamming, jamming, jamming. It felt great. It was all good. And then I realized there were some things that were little irritations in my day, some time pressure, some inner action with something in particular that was like grating on my nerves, a series of small little irritations. And normally those things they're like water off a duck's back. They don't stop me. I notice them. I flip it around in my mindset, or they just don't bother me at all. Like it's not a thing. So what's going on when you normally don't get irritated by something like that, and then you do? And this is one of those things that happens a lot in business. So with my clients, with women that I speak to, these small little irritations can really throw you off your game. Someone gets in your head, that the little doubt gets in there. There's something doesn't go right. You don't get the phone call back. I just had a client tell me that she spent 2 hours going to meet someone and he didn't show up. And these are like frustrations. Okay, it happens all the time. But how are you going to respond to it? So one of the things that I learned years and years and years ago is that it's never about the Chinese food. Okay, let me explain. So I was in a relationship and I had an argument I think it was about where to go for dinner. I don't actually remember what the argument was, but I had a friend staying with me at the time, and he kind of snickered and in his wise way said, it's never about the Chinese food. Because we were arguing, I think we were arguing about whether to go for Chinese food or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. But he said, it's never about the Chinese food. And it totally dropped in for me. It's never about that surface level stuff. It really isn't. Because you can handle that. That stuff doesn't matter. It's totally easy. Blah, blah, blah. You handle it all day, every day. So why is it driving you crazy right now? If you're not handling it all day, every day, we need to talk about a different way of approaching life. But most people, at a certain level, you can handle what comes to you. And then there are some moments where you're like, oh, I'm totally irritated. I want to complain, all that sort of stuff. So it's never about that stuff. That stuff is the surface level. Yes, it feels like it's about that stuff. And yes, you just want to vent about it. And so irritating. But it's never about the Chinese food. It's always about what's going on underneath the surface. And you got to drop in and surrender to those feelings. Not surrender like let them take over, like you live that story and you're in the abuse. It's more like you just drop in and you let yourself feel those feelings and allow for them. You get to the core of what is actually driving this, because all of that surface level stuff, that's a distraction from you really getting what it is that you need to pay attention to. So the practice is, and for me, it's my mantra, it's never about the Chinese food, which I love because it's kind of funny. It keeps it light. And then it's like, okay, so what is this really about? What am I avoiding? What do I not want to see? What feelings do I not want to deal with? What's at the core of what's going on? And allow for that. You'll move through it so much quicker, and you'll go to the next level in your personal growth and your ability to see and do whatever you want, having done that. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. If you would like to learn how some of these things connect to making more money, we are doing a masterclass today. Let me check the time on that. I just blanked out on that. It is going to be at 12. Oops, let me just double check again. Yeah, 12, 2:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 Central Time, 12:30 Mountain, 11:30 Pacific. So this masterclass is all about learning the manifestation process and how to really show up in this world as the most powerful you so that you can stay unstoppable. It's not about perfection. It's just about staying in that continuous level for growth and going for more. And I would love to help you figure out how to do that. And this masterclass is the first step for that. It's $7 less than the cost of lunch, and I will put the link in the comment, and I look forward to teaching you later today. Have an awesome day. Take care. I'm Amira. Stay unstoppable.